Yo, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm wearing my blazer today is because it's the business end of the season. And I got my guy, Patrick, here with me. Patrick, how you doing?
I'm good, man. Thank you for having me on. I think this is the first time I've been on your actual show, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the first time it's just been me and you. We've had a show before where you've been on, but before that, it wasn't me and you. But today we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. We're going to be talking about top four. We're going to have to get into your Bukayo Saka agenda, right? We're going to have to get into all of that. We're going to have to get into the receipts. You're going to have to wear Arsenal kit, once you get top four.
Right. What you said once, if you get top four. So I'm still good right now. It's still in the balance. It's still in the balance. But yeah, now I'm feeling good. Like you said, business end of the season. We're all suited and booted. We're ready for war. As you can see, I'm always repping, but still looking a bit suave today and that. Managerial vibes and that. Chilling with the big man Egal and that. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's do this.
Let's get into it. By the way, we're also going to be answering questions. So put your questions in the chat as we go along. This is a preview. So we're going to be discussing the game and everything around Tottenham. Everything with my boy's socials are in the description. You guys can check that out. He has his YouTube channel and his Twitter right there. But first things first, we have to begin one place and one place only, bro. One place and one place only. Who is bottling this top four? Because you said Arsenal are bottling it, but if we actually go back a little bit further, you had a 3-point lead on us at the beginning of the season with Nuno Espirito Santos. He ended up getting sacked.
You can't go back.
He ended up getting sacked. 1 second. He ended up getting sacked. Antonio Conte came in, and then he had a points advantage, and he also had games in hand. Then you guys became games in hand FC. I seen you, Tans, everybody saying games in hand, games in hand, games in hand. And guess what? With everything that's happened, we now find ourselves in this situation where Arsenal are 4 points ahead of you. Arsenal are in the driving seat for top four. Arsenal have more points than games remaining. And at the beginning of the season, you have a world-class Kane. You have world-class Son. You now have a world-class manager. I'm hearing people say Christian Romero is world-class. I'm hearing people say you guys have a much better midfielders than us. I remember you were yelling and screaming, Højbjerg is going to shit on Thomas Partey. Where is your chest now, bro? That's what I want to know.
My chest is still here.
You're going to get cooked today. Understand that. This whole show
I can never get cooked because I'm always reserved. I always come with facts and I can back up myself. So it's all good. You can try, but I don't think you will cook me because we're still here. If Arsenal finish above Tottenham, cool. I will eat humble pie. I'll put bets down with not with you,
Colleen.
but I got a bet with Colleen. I got a bet with Boods. I might have to even deactivate. I don't know, man. It's a bit peak. But nah, obviously I wouldn't do that. But no, to be fair, going back to what you said, yeah, it's funny because you lot love to pick a side, innit? One minute when we're screaming, got games in hand, you lot are like, we rather have points on the board, tear. Then obviously when you lot had the games in hand, you lot were screaming about games in hand. So I get it. Points on the board is what counts. Fair enough. We both played 35 games now. You lot are 4 points ahead. But there's still 9 points left to play for. This North London derby is a 6-pointer in all shapes of senses of the word, because whoever wins this game literally takes 3 points off the other team, considering we're literally neck and neck. If we win the game, which I'll get into, I believe we will, quite comfortably in the end. I think we'll beat you guys. We're right 1 point behind you with a better goal difference. And then you lot have the tougher fixtures out of the 2 remaining games than us. So, oh man, it's a spicy game. Pretty much the biggest North London derby I can remember, if I'm being honest. I've never thought of a North London derby with this much riding on it, so influential and instrumental this late in the season. Sky knew what they were doing with this fixture list, pushing it back, and they got exactly what they wanted. And it's mad how things pan out. You couldn't ask for more anyway, to be fair. This is exactly what fans want. You want to see your players in these biggest crunch time games. You want to see what your manager's coming with, who will win the tactical battles. We'll get into all of that. Who's going to win the battles on the pitch, which fans are going to be the loudest, which fans are going to make the moment count. And obviously, boy, whoever loses this game, it's going to be a nightmare for the other fans, as you know. So
listen, you seem very apprehensive, like you're
no,
speaking,
I'm
but at the same
confident, bro.
time, you
I'm
can
very
sense
confident. You
what?
know what? I'm confident, but I'm not crazy in it. I respect you lot. I can't lie. I didn't at the beginning of the season. I never anticipated Arsenal to be where they are right now. So, you know, I've got to call a spade a spade. I'm not going to be here all wrong and strong and arrogant. I did get it wrong. I underestimated you guys. I never envisioned this late in the season you'd be fourth. Like, come on, let's be real. I don't think many people did other than Arsenal fans.
We have an Arsenal fan here in Nathan saying we're not beating Tottenham tomorrow. Kane
You know
and
what?
Son are going to score, unfortunately.
I
Woo!
respect
Come
that
on,
because
Nathan. Have some more
but
energy than that.
you
Guys,
can this is the thing. You can be a realistic fan, or you can be a negative fan, or you can be a I don't know. Obviously, you can feel what you feel, but I respect people that just say how they feel, innit? Because if I was to play Man City away from home or Liverpool, I wouldn't be so like bossy and bossy with it. It depends on the context of the game, innit? But to be fair, like I said, going back to my point, I have to respect you guys for what you've done. At the end of the day, I've heard so many, like, you know, because it's not Man United fighting for fourth, or it's not wanting to prestige. Don't get me wrong. I think Arsenal are a big club. So are Tottenham. If we're looking at the historicalness of the teams, Arsenal are the bigger club. But because it's not Man United, for example, you see other fans throwing shade like, this whoever gets fourth doesn't even
they
deserve.
rate you. You're very level-headed.
Yeah. So, but
Listen,
what I'm trying to say is that
let
like,
me stop right there.
Fourth, no, let me just land this point. But whoever gets fourth deserves it. I don't care what other people want to say about both teams are scrappy and bottling it. Nah, at the end of the day, whoever gets fourth deserves to be fourth. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, after 38 games, whoever has the most points on the board deserves it. Simple as that. And the gap between fourth, fifth, and sixth will be quite big at the end of the day. I think there'll be quite a gap between. I think Tottenham and Arsenal will be neck and neck, whoever gets it. But I think sixth place, there will be a gap. So whoever gets fourth deserves it, man. That's what I'm going to say anyway.
Okay, so it's time for me to now pull up receipts on you and ask you some questions on. And if you've changed your stance, your stance, I only wait. Do you rate Saka? Because I've seen you say the only Saka I rate is mineral water.
Yeah.
I've seen you say Bukayo Saka doesn't get into what do you call it, the 13 the top 10 scorers when he's level on points with Dennis, and he currently has more GA than like a lot of these guys that are currently tied for fifth. When it comes to, you've had a full out stream on the Football Terrace where you said something across the lines where it was like Bukayo Saka is overrated. You've also gone out of your way and say, you know what, this Arsenal team are going to reach their level. You've seen Bukayo Saka stop scoring goals. You've seen Emil Smith-Rowe stop scoring goals. You've seen Gabriel Martinelli stop scoring goals. And you've seen Odegaard slow down. But the actual reality, the next game, what happened? We beat Watford. And I think almost every single player you mentioned had a goal involvement in that game.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. You have stumbled across the line in recent games. The goals have dried up, if you're being honest with yourself. Smith-Rowe and Saka were... And even Martinelli, they hit the ground running, and there was a moment when these guys were scoring goals for fun. I remember when Smith-Rowe and Saka both had like 8 or 9 goals, and pretty much the top scorer only had like 14.
Can I pull up this receipt quickly because someone doesn't believe me?
Yeah, no, there is a F City. There is a it's like a Turkish water. It's called Saka, and I put, come on, like some people need to basically get their head out of their asses. It's a joke. That's it.
I know it's a joke. I know it's a joke.
Yeah, I know you know it's a joke, but certain people actually thought that, you know, oh my god, that And I put in the caption, the only Saka I rate, and then I put the bottles. Obviously, I'm just joking about. But yeah, of course I rate Saka. I think he's a brilliant young player. But I do think that Arsenal fans do get ahead of themselves when they say that he's the best young player in the Premier League. And what I was trying to say,
this season he is.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
This season, can you name a player who's been better than him?
Okay, what's the cap?
That would qualify for young player of the season?
Because Trent is still qualified as young player of the season because he was 24 when he started. So what's the rule now?
They've changed the rules. You have to be under the age of 21 before the beginning of the calendar season.
Under 21? Are you sure? I thought it was 23 before. So
the PFA Player of the Season has changed. Young Player of the Season award has changed because there were complaints that guys like Raheem Sterling were winning it at the age of 24.
Yeah.
So what
someone's put a thing saying we scored more goals than Tottenham in the last 5 games. No, you haven't. Where'd you get that from?
Okay, let me show you. So player must be 21. or under at the 1st of July, immediately at the start of the
Right.
season.
They fully changed it. It used to be 23. I remember. Okay, fair enough. Well,
So are you going to give credit to Bukayo Saka?
So it's out of Foden and Saka then. Fair dues. It's out of Foden and Saka. If Man City win the league, does Saka deserve it over Foden?
I would still say yes, because Bukayo Saka has been the better player between him and Phil Foden. He's been more impactful. He's had the better season overall, and he's put more. He's been. I'm not saying who's the better player. I'm saying who's been better this season.
Yeah, I need to check the stats because I'm pretty sure Foden has been doing this thing. I'm gonna have to.
So are we only going based on GA now, or are we not going to actually look at everything else?
But looking at even the eye test, Foden is a baller and he does change games and he does win games for City as well. So I don't know about that. But yeah,
okay.
Of course
so in the league, just to let you know, Foden currently has 9 goals and 5 assists. Okay.
Yeah.
Bukayo Saka in the league has 11 goals and 6 assists.
There you go. But don't forget, Saka takes penalties though as well.
Saka has only taken 2 penalties in his whole Arsenal.
They would be pretty level. That's what I'm saying. It's very level. But I would give it to Foden. Just the fact
Foden has played 26 games. Bukayo Saka has played 35. He's been more impactful to all of our games. And Foden has also played in Europe, which we haven't. So obviously he has.
Foden's played less games. Foden played less games and will definitely get rotated more because of the City style and what Pep does. I've seen Foden come off the bench in quite a few games.
My question to you is: are you going to give Bukayo Saka credit, or does he have to score or get an assist in the North London derby for you to give him credit?
I've been giving him credit. That's the thing. I've fully been giving Saka credit. I don't think he's the best young player in the league. I will fully say that, and I'll fight that till the cows come home. But I'm not an idiot to say that Saka's not a good player. Not even good young player. He is a good player, period. Come on, I'm not silly, innit? I know I like to banter and rattle people, but I do know football and I can see with my eyes. Saka is a good player.
You did call him overrated. What did you mean by that? But before you do that, smash that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button right now. Every single like helps the channel out a lot. Please do that. Like the video right now. And also, I'll be pinning Patrick's YouTube channel to the video. So if you guys want to subscribe to him also, you can do that while we're live. His name, the title of the video has his channel linked to it. Anyways, continue.
Yeah.
He's overrated?
Overrated because your fan base are telling me, and people like Gunnar Souls and other people have come out and said with chess, Saka is the best young player in the league. We had a whole debate on the football terrace out of this, and people even said it. Yes, Saka is a great young player, but stop calling him the best young player when you've got people like Reece James, Trent Alexander, and Phil Foden who've been.
They're not considered young anymore.
Yeah, no, but they were at the time. That's what I'm trying to say. And also, Foden is still young. Do you know what I mean? So
Bukayo Saka right now, this season is having a better season than Phil Foden. Bukayo Saka is in a much worse team.
Honestly, that is debatable. I'm not even trying to be because I'm a Tottenham fan. It's very debatable. I don't think
that's a debate. I honestly don't think that's a debate. I think Bukayo Saka has been much better than Phil Foden this season. Phil Foden is in a much better team, and there is pressure being in a team that's competing for a league in the Champions League. But Bukayo Saka also has pressure being the best player on a team that is fighting for top 4 that had no right to be in top 4 at the beginning of the season.
I agree. There's different pressures for different reasons. I fully get it. I rate what you're saying, but it depends. I don't know, man. It depends how you want to look at it, because if you're a youngster and you're continuously getting in the best team in the country and in Europe and you're producing at a top level, which Foden is, then you still have to give him ratings. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't get into a Pep Guardiola team if you're not good enough, regardless of your age.
Let me ask everyone in the comments, Saka or Foden, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
You have to bear in mind that this is an Arsenal channel primarily, because you are one of the big Arsenal.
Be honest, bro. I have a mixture of fans. I have Man City fans in here. I have Liverpool fans in here. I have Chelsea fans in here. It's not just Arsenal fans. Like, a lot of my people are from all sorts of fan bases.
Look at that comment. I see a comment saying Saka was good, but he's no Kulusevski. There you go. Love that.
Okay, what? Saka is pure Kulusevski.
Now listen, Kulusevski's been there for 6 months, and look what he's been doing. Come on. So, Kulusevski, you got to give him ratings. Do you rate Kulusevski? That's a better question.
I think Kulusevski surprised me. Honestly, he did. He impressed me. At the beginning, I thought, you know what, you guys are signing a Juventus reject who fully flopped, and they used to make fun of him in the Serie A. They said this is the guy who they thought was going to be good and has become a liability. There was a saying that they had about Kulusevski in Juventus. I forgot what it was right now, but he's impressed me. He's done very well. But I personally think if Bukayo Saka was in your Tottenham team, he would do 10 times better than Kulusevski. I think he's a much better player than Kulusevski, and Bukayo Saka creates a lot of opportunities for our players. We just don't have clinical strikers like a Kane or Son. If we had a Kane or Son in our team, Bukayo Saka would look 10 times better than what he currently does.
It's hard to say if he'd be better because they are. Kulusevski is very direct. I think Kulusevski, people don't rate at how actually technically sound he is. When he gets the ball, it sticks. He's a lot quicker than people give him credit for. He can go left foot or right foot. And obviously, you've seen he is very creative. It's hard to say until we see Saka, but I think people do need to put some respect on Kulusevski.
Are you putting Kulusevski in? 1 second. Are you putting Kulusevski in before Bukayo Saka in a combined 11 if you're doing one?
Who, me? We'll have to see when we get there. I can't give away all my tricks right now.
Okay, no worries. No worries. Do you have a question? Because I know for a fact there was moments where you kept saying Arsenal are going to bottle it, Arsenal are going to bottle it. And when we won against Aston Villa, deservedly so, you got cooked. And right now, it looks like when the season comes, you're going to have a situation where you guys are going to be the ones bottling it. How embarrassing is it for you guys as a team that you thought was going to...
Big ifs here. Big ifs up about some maybes because it might not happen. We could win tomorrow. Quite, I don't... Like Tottenham, we do well at home. We do very well at home against you guys. It's not absurd to say that we win tomorrow and then we win our last 2 games and you guys, off the back of getting beat or humiliated in the North London derby, drop a couple of points, especially against the Everton team who are fighting for their lives and a Newcastle team that has something to play for. So there's a lot of ifs, buts and maybes. Things can still change. There's still 9 points left to play for. And like I said, with the 6 pointer. So I'll reserve my judgment until the end of the season. I still think we're going to finish in the top 4. I'm not going to change. I've said that. I've been saying that, as you know. I'm not going to change that now. I did think we would have had a gap by now. But to be fair, you guys have, through gritted teeth, because some of the performances haven't been convincing for me, but you've got to cross the line. And at this end of the season, it's points that count, innit? Against Leeds.
This comment right here is good comment. Wesley says Kulusevski deserves credit for slotting straight in. Obviously, he does.
That's what I would say. Like you said, Egal, you even alluded to that. The fact that he's hit the ground running and slotted in with Kane and Son, you've got to give him credit for that because he effortlessly has become the third cog in that system. And you got to rate that. He's so young as well. And he looks like he's been there all season. So that's what you got to give him credit for.
Let's talk about Antonio Conte.
Yeah.
What is his goals and aspirations with Tottenham? And also, we have 55 people in the chat, guys. Hit that like button. It's absolutely free. We're live right now on EGTV. Keep hitting those like buttons. And obviously, if you want to check out Patrick's channel, the link to his channel is in the title. You can just click on it. You don't even have to leave the video. It will take you straight to his channel, and you can still subscribe to his channel while you're still watching this video. So please do so right now also. How many subscribers are you at right now? Almost like what?
We're on 809. So we're on 809.
We're almost at 1,000. So let's get him. Let's get him there.
That's it. Let's go, peeps. Get me to that 1K mark. It'll be lovely.
Before we get any further, Antonio Conte.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable conversations about Antonio Conte, guys.
Let's go.
Because he is somebody who, if things are not working perfectly for him, he is going to hit up a stink and get angry. Do you think he's going to be okay with if you guys don't finish in the top 4? Because clearly you don't want me to say it's going to happen. But
no. To your talk, bro. To your talk.
I'll say ifs. I'll say ifs, because there was a situation where he looked like he was going to resign during the season. You did get knocked out. You guys did get knocked out of the Conference League.
Yeah. And we got knocked out by a technicality. We didn't get to play our last game, so that was a bit of a stink fest. But it is what it is. We have to move. Uncomfortable conversations or Antonio Conte doing what Antonio Conte does. The media love to put a spin on things. Yes, when we lost 1-0 to Burnley after beating Man City 3-2, Conte is an emotional guy. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He did have a bit of a bitch and a moan. Thank you. Appreciate that. Proud to be Geordie. What a gent. But yeah, Antonio Conte does love to have a bitch and a moan. But these are one of the reasons why we love him. He's a passionate guy. Just to remind them, why are we wearing suits? We are wearing suits, Mushin, because it's business end of the season. And what the business guys do? They look suave. They come, they turn up. We're the gaffers. You know what I mean? We're out here repping business end of the season. As you can see, we still repping our teams. But yeah, man, that's what it is. Business end of the season, baby. All points count right now. Do you know what I mean? Going into a North London derby, we had to do it. So yeah, but going back to the thing, Conte wants to win titles. I agree with what Mo's saying in the chat. He's not here to mess about. I don't believe if we don't get top 4 that he walks. He walks if he's not backed. Because if we miss out to Arsenal by a point or 2, that's still a very good season considering where we finished last year. We put things into context. We finished 7th. When Conte come in, there was a big mess. We didn't know our best 11. There were players here that didn't know, didn't want to be here. Conte had to sort that out, get the 2 signings in January. He's completely fixed things. We have a structure. We have a style. We have a setup. We need to build off that. So keep Kane, back Conte, and then we can really go again next year. Obviously, if Arsenal get Champions League football, they'll be stronger next season. I don't know what's going on with Chelsea. I can't call it at the moment. I don't know what's going to happen there. But you've already got City and Liverpool. Arsenal will probably be stronger, will be stronger. Man United, again, they're a bit of a mess. I can't call what's going on over there. I don't know what's going to happen there. But yeah, as long as Conte's backed, you can clearly see since he's come in, we've improved. So I don't think it hinges on getting top 4. I think it hinges on what Daniel Levy gives him as a war chest to go out and make the team better.
Okay. I think personally, Antonio Conte is not going to be here much longer at Tottenham. I think
much longer. What's your definition?
I personally think if PSG actually do come knocking, he might leave in the summer. And also, not only that, but you might have a situation where if you don't get top 4, which you're probably looking like at this moment in time, it's going to be tough for you guys to get top 4. He might be looking at other options. Antonio Conte is a very ambitious manager, and he'll probably be looking for the best possible landing spot if he is to leave Tottenham. And if PSG come knocking, I don't think Tottenham have any chance of keeping him. If Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar are still there, and he has an opportunity to go coach them guys.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I buy into that. I hear what you're saying. Of course, PSG are a massive team, but PSG are a mess as well. Like, they're a managerial merry-go-round. There's no stability there. What's the point of Conte? Like, Conte's come out and said himself, I can be your Jurgen Klopp as long as you back me and believe in me. The players clearly have bought into his system, as you can see, the way they're playing for him, understanding his tactics, and obviously getting the best out of them. He does need to be backed. As much as I like what Conte is doing, there's still players in this starting 11 that I don't believe in. Ben Davis, Eric Dyer, Emerson Royale. We can definitely upgrade in those 3 positions straight away. So that makes the team a lot better straight away without even thinking twice. And I would actually even improve on our left back. Sessegnon and Reguilon, still question marks about both players. I like Sessegnon more than I like Reggie. So again, but Sessegnon, we could improve him. But yeah, anyway, so going back to what you're saying, I don't know, man. I don't know if I buy into that. Like I said, I believe Conte will be here as long as the club shows ambition and as long as the club show that they want to move in the right direction. Because we're, when you can see that the club is close to being something as long as they believe in the project. And it's quite funny because you guys have seen that with Arteta, and there's been a big divide in the fan base. Someone like you has always believed in Arteta. You've seen the improvements. You've seen him push out Aubameyang. You've seen him basically bring the young players through, all of that. There was fans that didn't believe it. I still see the same thing with Conte, but it's whether the fans want to back him and get behind him properly, and whether Levy does. Levy said he's proud that Conte's here. He's been chasing Conte for donkey's years, as you know. He's here now. Back him, and we move forward, isn't it? Simple as that, really.
Just before we get into the Combine 11, let me just answer some questions. I really do believe Mikel Arteta could end up having a better Premier League legacy than Antonio Conte if Antonio Conte does not pick up anything with Tottenham and Arteta goes on to win either a league or a Champions League.
Was you just saying that to rattle us? Because like when I saw that, I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Because like to have a better legacy than Conte, Premier League legacy, Conte's got 1 Premier League, 1 FA Cup, yeah? Arteta's got 1 FA Cup. So for him to finish with a better legacy than Conte, that means you got to win the Prem twice at Arsenal, right?
That's no, he just has to win the Prem and win another trophy.
Okay.
Technically, that is a greater legacy. People are looking too deep into it. People are making it. At the end of the day, time will tell. This could be something where Mikel Arteta gets sacked and everyone can come laugh at me. I don't mind, because I'm saying I'm saying something that will take time to fruition, where people might not see it and I see it. Same way that I said I feel like our defense has improved. Same way in the summer, Patrick, if you remember, I tweeted Arsenal on the rise and Tottenham on the decline, and people were getting angry at me because I was seeing things that other people weren't seeing. I was seeing Arsenal trying to fix things in the back room. I was seeing that Tottenham, you guys had uncertainty with your manager, you had uncertainty with Kane staying, and it just looked like a situation where
no, definitely it could have blown up and been a lot worse. Luckily, Daniel Levy saw that there were problems and he got rid of Nuno, thank God. I don't know why he was appointed in the first place. And we've steadied the ship and we've obviously improved, definitely. Put out that comment from George Havington. It says, you Tottenham fans are just delusional. I just want to ask him, George, in the chat below, tell me why we're delusional. What's your reasoning behind that? Or are you just trolling? We can have a proper conversation. I'm here to have a proper conversation with you guys. So talk to me, innit?
Boom. Just so we can begin the combined 11. Do you have Ramsdale or are you putting Lloris in? Because in my opinion, I think you need to move away from Lloris.
I'm torn, you know, because at first I would have definitely said Ramsdale, but in the last couple of weeks, even months, I've seen a lot of mistakes creep into Ramsdale's game. If we're being honest, there's been games where he should have kept a clean sheet and he hasn't. I don't know, man. I'll give it off the base of the season, considering that, and I'm gonna keep it 100 and try and be as impartial as possible. Off the base that Ramsdale first season in a new club, the fact that Arsenal have pushed on so far compared to where they were last year, I'll give it to Ramsdale. I do think Lloris is the better keeper, but if we're looking at combined 11s for this season, I'll give it to Ramsdale. I've gotta be real. I think. But funny enough, even though a lot of Arsenal fans are like Ramsdale, no doubt, I don't think it's as clear cut as that. Lloris even has more clean sheets than Ramsdale this season, which is quite funny.
He's also played from the beginning of the season where Ramsdale was signed and played like 4 less games than him, I think.
Yeah,
so,
but we
only have 1 more clean sheet than him with 4
one
less.
more clean sheet, but it's still more clean sheets. And we had to have the shit show of Nuno. You've had quite a solid. Say solid. You lost the first 3 games, but you've had a solid.
He wasn't part of that. He wasn't part of that.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah.
No, but that's also more credit to him because he came in and hit the ground running right away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm giving it to Ramsdale. I'm actually trying to be fair here, so I'm giving it to Ramsdale. I'll give you that one.
I think personally there is certain positions that there is no debate, but there when it comes to right back and left back, because of how poor your right back and left back have been this season.
You know what?
If this is a fully fit team, Tomiyasu and Kieran Tierney walk into both positions.
Tomiyasu, I don't know. You know, if it's a fully fit team, it's a bit of a weird one for me. Well, it's not a weird; it's a tough one because Doherty was starting to really come into his own. He was impacting games. He was helping us win games. He was the difference when he come on against Leicester, and he was starting to get goals and assists in the other games. And then he got injured, so it's a bit of a bummer because I would have loved to see how he was doing really well in our system, man. And once he got injured, we regressed a bit. Emerson Royale is a poor right back. I like him as a player. Sorry, I like him as a guy. I think he's a decent person and he tries his best, but he's not good enough if we're being honest. You got to be cutthroat at this level. He's come in. He's not been good enough. So, yeah, I'll give it to Tomiyasu. Left back.
1 second, let me just stop you there. Bukayo Saka won the poll, 69 votes, 62% for Bukayo Saka.
Yeah. I wouldn't expect anything less considering this is our Arsenal fan. Come on, man.
What about? I'm gonna do a new poll. It's going to be pick 2 center backs. No.
Okay. Just put in the comments. Put your 2 center backs for the combined.
Pick your 2 center backs, guys. Pick your 2 center backs. Who are you guys picking? Pick between.
Actually, you know what? Before let's go back a second, Egal, because we've got the goalkeeper settled. Are we doing? We play a 5-3-3. You guys play a 4-4-2. What formation are we doing here?
Default 4-3-3.
4-3-3. Yeah.
Default, yeah. Let's just do default 4-3-3. We don't play a 4-3-3 necessarily. We play more.
Cool. That's cool. Yeah. So yeah, pick your 2 center backs, people.
I personally think a lot of people are going to pick Romero. I'm okay with Romero getting in. To be honest, I'm not going to make fun of Romero. He's been really good. But the question I have to you is, on the run of the entire season, has he played enough games and has he been consistent enough to say he's actually been better than our two center backs?
Yeah, I think so. He's played enough games to know that there's a difference when he was in the team, when he wasn't in the team. Jesus, he's a top centre back, man. You can see it. Clear. He reads the game so well. He's great at tackling. He's actually a really good passer. I thought they was really unjust with their commentary on the BT Sports game.
Let's see what they say in the comments. Gabriel and Romero, is that yours?
Most people, no, that's not me. Most people will say Gabon and Romero 100%. My only question to the people is that they're two quite similar centre-back styles in terms of their player personnel. Me personally, I will go Romero and Ben White, because you need that coolness with the rashness. Do you know what I mean? Like, Ben White is calm and collected. You don't need two hotheads. You're going to get 2 red cards. Do you know what I mean? It's too much. So, me personally, I've given it away anyway. So my 2 would be Ben White and Romero, just because you need that yin and yang.
Where does Romero play? Does he play on the left or on the right?
He can play either. At the moment, he plays on the right. And he does a lot of Emerson Royale's defensive work, because Emerson Royale is so poor defensively. When he gets caught lacking, Romero's there to sweep up and clean up. So yeah, Romero plays, because we have Ben Davis as the LCB, as in the left centre back. What is it? Eric Dyer plays in the middle, and then you get Romero as the RCB, and then obviously you have your 2 wing backs.
Honestly, I don't mind between Gabriel or Ben White. I'm gonna throw it over to the comment section. Let me know who you guys think we should go for, Ben White or Gabriel.
Yeah.
Whichever one I see the most of, I'll put in the combined 11.
I would say Romero is the best out of all of them, to be fair as well. I would say so.
I'm not saying he's the best out of all of them. I'm just saying.
I know. I'm saying I would say that.
I'm just saying, to be fair here, I can't even pick between the 2. I personally think
I'm going with what he said with the NBA thing,
in the comment section.
Yeah.
Foden did not. What?
Foden had scored more than Saka. Oh no, Foden didn't score. Yeah, we said that.
Yeah,
Foden scored 2 less goals than Saka. But like I said, Saka takes penalties for Arsenal, so he is more than likely to have a couple more goals. But credit to Saka, you still got to score the penalty. So let me
ask you something. There was a hot take played yesterday on the video. Sorry, we're going over 30 minutes, obviously. But there's been a hot take yesterday. Oliver Skip is the only Tottenham player that gets into this combined 11. That's what Alex said yesterday. No, he said Oliver Skip is better than Partey and Xhaka, actually. And I personally said no Tottenham player gets into our midfield at this moment in time if everybody's fit. I think Granit Xhaka, Odegaard, and Partey, fully fit, those 3 are performing at a higher level, and anyone would take those guys over any of your 3.
No way. Bentancur definitely would get in over Xhaka.
But what has Bentancur done?
He's come in and he's actually assured. He's a calm, collected player. He keeps the ball ticking. He can also tackle. To be fair, he hasn't been as good in recent games. Like against Liverpool, he did give the ball away a few times, but still, he come in. We only play 2 in midfield as well, so you got to actually bear that into consideration. So you've got 1 holder, and then you've got Bentancur, who's actually doing a lot of work. You play 3 in midfield. We play 2. So Bentancur's coming in. He's pushing the ball forward. Bentancur plays between the lines. He reads the game well. He breaks play up, but he keeps the ball ticking. He recycles the ball well. He's 100% better than Xhaka. Come on, don't kill me with that. You guys hated Xhaka up until like 2 months ago.
Bro, I always said Granit Xhaka is misunderstood, and he could be our version of like a Jordan Henderson.
Everyone in the comments is saying Bentancur, 100%. You need to watch him a bit more, Egal. He's a good player.
Okay, bro, I actually spoke to some of some of the Arsenal fans that I was speaking to yesterday, and we were trying to do a combined 11 on our own, and I said Bentancur. I actually did put out Bentancur, and then they actually gave me the nuance and spoke it down and broke it down to me to a point where my mind has been changed. I've looked at it and I said to myself, Granit Xhaka on the run of the entire season, Odegaard on the run of the entire season.
I'll give you Odegaard. I'll give you Odegaard and Partey. Last year I would have said Højbjerg over Partey.
What about this? Can you name Granit Xhaka? I can name numerous Granit Xhaka performances, especially recently, that have been outstanding. Can you name 4 Bentancur performances? Because I was looking at the list and I'm seeing games like the game against Brighton on the list. I'm seeing the game against Burnley on the list. I'm seeing the game even against Liverpool where I thought he wasn't the best.
No, he wasn't that good against Liverpool. I wouldn't say he had a stink fest. Of course he didn't, but he wasn't great. But I remember him having a fantastic. fantastic game against Man City when we beat them 3-2. He was really good on that game. I clearly remember that one. There's been a lot of games where he's been good. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I could go through the list and tell you. Like I said, he's not been up to his level in recent games, but he definitely should get into that midfield. I will give you Odegaard because you would push him a bit forward and he's the more creative out of all of the midfielders we've got, 100%. And then I would put Partey in this season over Højbjerg because Højbjerg hasn't been good for me. He hasn't been good this year. So, yeah, I'll give you those two, but I definitely would not put
Bentancur, let me ask you, really just take it in. Bentancur got signed in January.
Correct.
Can you really say from January to now, he's been a better player than Granit Xhaka?
100%. Xhaka is a walking liability. People saying he can pass the ball. Xhaka can pass the ball better than Bentancur. What?
Granit Xhaka has a similar passing range to Xabi Alonso.
Excuse me?
Why are you laughing?
Because no, that's a madness. Yeah, Xhaka scored a good goal against Man United. I'll give you that. Good goal at a crucial moment. 2-1. They just missed a penalty. You were starting to rock. 3-1, boom, game over. I'll give you that. I don't know about anything else, man. Xhaka's okay. He's not shit. Of course he's not shit. I'm not going to sit here and say he's shit, but you can't sell me anything more than that. Xhaka is not, he's not levels. He's not levels. He's somebody who you've had to just pretty much bide your time with. It's almost like us, if we have to stick with Romero, sooner or later he'll come good. Do you know what I mean? Like if a broken clock is right twice a day. Do you know what I mean? Like if we play Romero for 100 games, he's gonna have 20 good performances. Just it's the average of it's the law of the land.
I'm not gonna lie. If you're doing your combined 11, you're taking Granit Xhaka out, putting in Bentancur. I feel like I might have to concede because you're not gonna give up.
Yeah, but I'm just judging it off the games that they've played. Like I know, of course he's only been 6 months, but if he's been good and he's transformed the team, then why should he not get in?
Okay. What about the how do you spell Hun?
Højbjerg. Hoijb.
No, I'm not putting Højbjerg in. So what's Son's last name?
Heung-min Son. So Son Heung-min. It will be Son Heung-min.
I type in Son and never comes up. So what's Huea?
Hueng. Hung and then Min and then Son, or Son Heung-min, depends which way you put it. Patrick, I'm sorry you never watched Xhaka passing. His passing in terms is up there with Thiago. What? Nah, mate. Listen, I don't watch every Arsenal game. Of course I don't, because I'm watching Tottenham more often than not. But I do watch a lot of football. I do watch a lot of Arsenal games when you're on TV. And I've never seen Xhaka and been like, wow, that's a sick pass. Or, oh my God, he broke the lines with that pass. Or look at that.
Did you watch the Leeds game, Arsenal versus Leeds?
Yeah, the one just gone. Yeah, of course I did. Yeah,
not that one. The one that we went to Leeds, and obviously they had issues with injury and COVID and everything.
Oh, when you beat them like 4-0 or whatever it was.
Yeah, Granit Xhaka had a situation in that game where he literally played the ball in for Martinelli and gave him a 1-on-1. There's also numerous situations recently. Granit Xhaka has not been a DM. He has been playing as an 8, and it allows him to get a lot further up the pitch. And it's been a situation where he has been the integral piece to the puzzle. But I feel like our front three is pretty much the same. Bukayo Saka, what do you call it? Son and Kane. Am I right?
Yeah. I'll have to go with that. Definitely.
So I'm just gonna print this out and show it to everybody, because obviously this is not my combined 11 or your combined 11. We would have it slightly different. Maybe you would have Lloris. I would have.
This is. Let me see. I don't know. The Tierney one, I'm not too sure about because the guy's always injured, and whenever I see him play, he doesn't blow me away. Like with Tomiyasu, I can see the difference. I can understand what he brings to Arsenal. When I watch Kieran Tierney, I'm not blown away. I can't lie. I've not really seen any standout performances, and like I said, he's always injured. Like he's a sick note. Like you guys,
Ultra is actually a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, and he's saying that Xhaka's passing is as good as Thiago's. That's mad. It's fair enough, isn't it? Like it's I have to respect your opinion and your perception of it.
Where's Gabriel? Guys, if you want me to put Gabriel in and take out Romero, we can do that.
No, that's definitely not happening. The reason why we didn't put Gabriel in is because we said that Gabriel and Romero are of a similar profile. They're quite aggressive centre backs. it's too much of a muchness having both of them in. So we've gone with Ben White. He's a bit of a calmer head, to almost be like the yin to the yang. I feel that would work better. So yeah, that's why we went with Ben White.
Anyways, Bentancur is not that bad anyways, but
Yeah,
Granit Xhaka, the opinion of Granit Xhaka is never going to change, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's the problem because of all of the rashness before and the red cards, and obviously that when he threw the shot off at the halfway line, that kind of stuff does stick in people's minds. So, you know, maybe if I watched him more often, I would see the stuff you lot are seeing, but I haven't seen it. I can't lie. I've seen him have decent games, but I've not seen this array of passing and all of that. I don't know.
We're gonna get into the Granit Xhaka passing stuff because I feel like that is something where we're gonna have to take it to Twitter and ask the people. You can definitely mention it or clip it up and send it out. That'd be great. And guys, anybody who's watching, if you want to clip up the channel and put it out there on Twitter, I encourage you guys to do it. Get people out there to hear the opinions that you feel like are outrageous, and I won't take it as an insult. Believe me. I'll take it as a respectful point, because a lot of people take it as an insult when you clip them and you post it, because they're like, oh my God, how dare you do that? But to me, it's just like, you know what, you're actually helping, even if you disagree with me and people are making fun of me, I don't care. Moving on to score predictions, there is really no injuries to be discussed with our teams. You guys got Doherty, Reguilon, Oliver Skip, and Tentanga. We've already known about those. We have Partey and Xhaka. We have Partey and Kieran Tierney out. We already know about those, so they're not coming back anytime soon. There is a report that Ben White and Bukayo Saka are doubtful, but I
think Arteta's playing mind games. I really don't think. There's no way that those guys won't be fit for the North London derby. Even if they play 10 or 20 minutes and they pull up, they're definitely going to start that game. It's too big of a game for them not to be playing. I see a comment, Egal, from somebody about Tierney. Actually, I've scrolled too far. It goes, Tierney is our best. Yeah, here you go. Expose your mind. He goes, Tierney is our best wing back. What is this guy talking about? My name's Patrick, by the way. He defends well, and in my opinion, is the best crosser on Arsenal. His assists per game speak for itself. How many assists has Tierney got? I don't recall him having that many assists. I watched plenty of your games, mate, and I don't recall him balling out and having a lot of assists. How many
season has 3 assists?
There you go. So what is he talking about?
Bro, he does cross a lot of the chances that we create is created from the overlaps in that left side and him crossing it in. He might not always be the first. He might not always get the assist, but a lot of his work on the left side creates.
He's a decent wing back, and that's it. I'm not going to be. You can't sell me something.
He's a good defender, also. So he's not only.
He is a good defender, but he's not. In my opinion, you lot could do better than Tierney. The guy's always injured. And when he comes in, he doesn't, like I said, he doesn't blow me away. You definitely could get a better left back than Kieran Tierney. 100%.
Hey, I'll tell you this: he's good enough right now to play for us, and he mentality-wise, he's up there. He has more trophies in his career than I feel like a lot of people have ever gotten in their whole lifetime. And I'm not even taking a shot at you. This is a guy who, at the age of 18, won the league with Celtic numerous times. He's one of the best Scottish players to come out of there in a while. And if it wasn't for Robertson, obviously he'd be their best left back. But that country is really good at producing left backs, you know. But some people agree with you.
Yeah, I'm just keeping it 100. I don't think Tierney's as good as a lot of the people make him out to be. I think he's decent. I'm not saying he's shit. I'm not saying that, but I don't think, like, you guys, if you lot are pushing for Champions League football and trying to compete, win stuff, you can do better than Tierney, 100%. Especially because the guy is injured as well, and then it takes time to get back up to rhythm, get back to a level, and then before you know, he's injured again. Like, you need better than that.
You want to know something, bro? Eddie Nketiah is going to be starting in a North London derby at the end of the season, and we still might be in a chance of getting top 4. Rob Holding and El Neni might also be starting. Our team has had major injuries, and we've dealt with it. And wallahi, Mikel Arteta deserves a lot of credit. Are you giving Mikel Arteta credit? Because I know you've been a big critic of him.
Yeah, I've got to give him credit right now. I mean, it blows my mind when you say the caliber of those players. Nketiah, Rob Holding, and even El Neni, and I'm like, what? How is this like? But so yeah, you got to give him credit, man. Like, you've had a few setbacks, and he's getting a lot out of these players, man. So Rob Holding, fucking hell, this guy was MIA for like 2 years. Like I forgot the guy even existed, and now he's come in.
And we're giving Arteta a new contract.
How did you feel about the timing of that contract? Because it divided.
I thought it was nothing's wrong with it. I absolutely. You got to understand, Patrick. I have completely been bought into the project, and I completely am fully backing what's happening. After we went on those 10-game undefeated run, before we lost to who was it? Everton. I thought this team turned it around, and I started to believe that we could do it. And the moment I watched you guys against Southampton, I said, this Tottenham team's not finishing above us. And I said, come outside, Tottenham fans, all that stuff. So when we lost to Palace, I held it from you. But I'm telling you, the moment we get top 4, bro, you're going to have to deactivate. I'm not going to be disrespectful or anything, but like on a footballing level, you're done for.
Football gods, if you are out there listening, for the sake of all mankind, please do not let Arsenal finish above Tottenham.
And listen to this. It doesn't mean that you trust the Cronkies now, Egal. No, I don't trust the Cronkies. But what I'm saying is I trust Mikel Arteta and the direction the project is going under his stewardship. He seems to be the driving force. The difference between Arsenal, Tottenham, and Manchester United are now just getting in their manager. You guys have recently gotten Antonio Conte this season, where Mikel Arteta has the continuity and consistency, and we're benefiting from that this season.
Yeah, 100%. And that's why when you said that stuff to Ricky Sachs, I was like, whoa, you need to add some context. Conte's been there for 6 months. I know you know what you're doing. You're an intelligent guy. You know about football. You know. Arteta's been there for almost 3 years now. He's definitely ridden the wave. He's gone through the adversity. There was a lot of people that wanted him out. It was touch and go for a while. There was patchy moments. Now you can definitely see the sunshine. If you get top 4 this year, you're definitely ahead of schedule, and you build off that. But you need time. You need to be backed. He's obviously had the players in the summer. You have, because it's funny that the narrative keeps changing with you Arsenal fans. 1 minute it's we've got Nketiah, we've got Holding, and we've got El Neni. Yes, you do, but you also spent the most out of all of Europe's top 5 leagues in the summer, 150 million. That's a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? The team was backed. You saw the problem areas. You upgraded your goalkeeper, centre back, Arteta. We all know the story. So yes, there are some dodgy players in the team, but as a whole, you have been backed, and you did spend a lot of money in the summer. So you should be better. Do you know what I mean? Playing 1 game a week is also falling in your favour. A lot of stuff this year has gone. Is I wouldn't say you're not lucky, because you are where you deserve to be right now, but you have had a bit of luck as well. I can't lie. So certain things, like even the whole calling off the game before, saying that you had a COVID outbreak when you only had 1 player out with COVID, a couple players at AFCON, you loaned some players out and then said you didn't have enough players. A lot of things have gone in your favour. Do you know what I mean? So you have played a blinder in certain aspects, but also you've done well. Like, I didn't see you getting 9 points out of Chelsea, United, and West Ham away. You did. So fair play to you. Do you know what I mean? I thought you definitely dropped some points in that moment. You didn't. And that's giving you that buffer where you are now. So yeah.
You know the mini-man video is coming out.
Yeah. But I do think it's funny though. This is a bit off context.
Yo, wait, Kusam's here. Why are you guys wearing suits? This is the end of the season, bro.
I'm on Don Hussam. You should know. I should get a cigar out. Do you know what I mean? And get my shades like Hussam. Do you know what I mean? That's all we need.
Yeah. I don't smoke, but I'm gonna be having my water. Don't worry.
No, I don't smoke, but I just need it just for the effect. Do you know what
Give me your predictions, guys. Everyone in the comment section right now, give me your predictions. Will Arsenal end Tottenham season, or will Tottenham prolong the inevitable of us getting top 4? Let us know. Which one do you think it's going to happen? Patrick, what are you saying?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to the people in the comments. Sorry.
I was. And guys, hit those like buttons, guys. Hit those like buttons. Yeah,
in terms of, we win tomorrow, man. We win 3-1. I think it's going to be a tight game to begin with. I think we win by a 2-goal margin. So it's either going to be 3-1 or 4-2. I do think that people are underestimating us at home. We're in good form. We're in very good form in North London derbies in our stadium. And I just think with the firepower up front, we're gonna have enough to close the game out. 3-1, and then you guys are gonna shit yourselves, and that's gonna put some big pressure on you going into the next game. And I think we play before you guys next, don't we?
You always play before us every game.
Yeah. So we play on Sunday, 12:30 kickoff or 12 o'clock kickoff, whatever it is. I'm going to that game as well. We beat Burnley, and then you lot will really shit yourself. So yeah. Spurs 4, Arsenal 0. Nah, it's not going to be a whitewash like that. You got to respect Arsenal. Tottenham 1, Arsenal 3. Jesus, that's a big call. Yeah, but that's was 0, Arsenal 11. These ain't being serious.
Listen, some of the things going on. If Arsenal win today, is the COVID thing going to be an excuse?
No, it's not an excuse. You can't use that excuse now. Come on, it's like 3 or 4 months. Well, it's 2 months later. No, it's like 3 months later. That was in mid-January, wasn't it? So yeah, it's like 4 months later. It can't be an excuse. I just think it was very smart what they did, and they played the system excellently. After you guys did that, they actually changed the actual rules. They said, boom, you can only have, postponements if you have legitimate COVID cases. None of this players off sick, injured, off at tournaments. So they actually had to change the ruling, because there was a grey area, because this is a new thing that none of us have been through. And Arsenal played a blinder. They worked the system. So with gritted teeth, I don't like it, but to be fair, anyone would have done it if they had the chance to do it, innit? You got to be real. I can't blame it on COVID. This game is a game that we both need to play, and there's no excuses. We go into it both in good form, both with massive points to prove. It is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think we're going to win. I think we're going to end your season. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a respectable game. But what's going to happen is we are going to shock you guys and then shut up shop defensively. And you guys are going to peg one back, and it's going to end up 2-1, in my opinion.
Are you guys good enough to hold out defensively?
I think what you have to understand is your best asset is your transition attack. And one of our best assets is our defensive solidity in transition. So I really do believe we match up well against you.
Yeah, you match up well against us. You lot are actually good on the transition as well. People don't give you lot the credit for that. But people also need to understand that a lot of we're labeled a counter-attacking team. We're actually not. It's just that we move the ball quickly through transitional periods. If you watch us, more often than not, we play out from the back. Hugo Lloris will spread the centre backs. We don't go long, and we actually play through teams. In terms of possession, Arsenal have an average possession of 52.5%. We have an average possession of about 51.2. So it's very, very even. It's not like we let teams. Yeah, there are certain teams we will say, okay, cool, have the ball and we'll hit you. But more often than not, we actually control the possession as well. So it is quite, to be fair, the teams are very even. If you actually look at it, it's quite scary how similar we are. We've scored 60 goals this season. You scored 56. We've actually, in terms of goals conceded, where's the thing now? I can't remember. You've conceded quite a few more goals than us, to be fair. And clean sheets, we both had the same, both on 13 clean sheets. So yeah, man, it's gonna be the beauty for you lot is that you don't have to come and win the game. I know Arteta's saying you're coming to win and all of that nonsense, but to be fair, a draw is still a great result for you, because it keeps you still at bay. It keeps us at bay with only 2 games left. As long as you don't lose the game, you're in a great place, because then we still need a 2-game swing with only 2 games left. But I do think we'll win the game anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Let's just wrap it up here, guys. Have yourselves a wonderful day. And Patrick, do you have anything to say before you go?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to be hella nervous tomorrow, probably about an hour or 2 before we start, getting into the game.
Are you going to the game?
Yeah, I'm a season ticket holder, so I always go to all home games. I try and get to a few away games, but I definitely go to all home games. So I will be there 100%.
You're going to do a match vlog? You should do a match vlog if you can.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to. Nah. You know what? I won't do it because I don't want to jinx it. I've not done one all season. I don't want to do one now. And then if we lose, then it will kill me inside, because I feel that I messed it up. So yeah, no match vlog yet. I'm excited, man. It's going to be a great game. Like I said, these are the moments you live for. You live for these big games, these big moments. It's a season-defining moment for both teams. If you lot beat us, Jesus Christ, you've got Champions League on our turf. We do not want to see that. Obviously, if we win, it really puts the cat among the pigeons with only 2 games left. Yeah, I just think that like the guy in the comments said, expose. No, it's gone now, but. Basically, someone saying Son and Kane are going to have too much for Arsenal. That's what I believe as well, personally. But it's not just that simplistic. But I do think when it comes to the crunch, you've got 2 guys there, world-class finishers. They can get the job done. But yeah, I don't want to chat too much. Egal, thank you for having me on. It's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure when we chop it up. I love your content. I love what you're doing. Keep being you, man. I know a lot of people try and get you, but be honest and be yourself, because at the end of the day, that's all you can be in it. If you believe something, say it. I like that about you. You don't sit on the fence. You just talk your talk. And the thing is, so far, dare I say it, you've been proved right. So I hope, obviously, at the end of the season, you're wrong, touch wood. But so far, you can talk your talk with chest, because a lot of
Can I just thank you? I really do appreciate that.
material.
And do you remember, God bless his soul, when we first met and Shocks was there and everybody was there and we're at the Football Player Studios? What I said something across the lines that this is the moment. This is across. What was it? This is a cross in the road where Tottenham start to decline and Arsenal start to rise. And if we do finish the season the way we the way I want it to be, honestly, a lot of people are gonna have to hold it. And you know what? You've been very respectful today, and I honestly was thinking you're gonna come on here and say Arsenal average players and everything else.
No. I'm not an idiot. You know, like, of course I always have my beliefs and my views, but also I'm a realistic. Not even a really. I'm just a fucking honest, real person. Like, Jesus, if you're fourth and you've played all these games and you've beat Chelsea, you beat Man United, you beat Leeds when it mattered, you beat this team when it. Like, I can't turn around and say, "Oh, you don't deserve to be there. You're lucky. You're this." Yeah, every team has an element of luck, of course. There's always moments and sliding path and mirrors and all this shit where things could go the other way. But you deserve to be there right now, of course. At the end of the day, there's still 3 games left. If you capitulate now and then you finish outside the top 4, I don't want to hear fans saying, "Oh, but we deserve 4th place," because you didn't see the job out in, like you said, when business ends. This is where you get it done. But so far, you guys are where you want to be and where you deserve to be. So yeah, I got to be respectful. Obviously, do I believe you're as good as some of your fans are saying? No, I don't. But I do see that there has been progress. I do see that some of the players do have that winning mentality. And I do think Arteta has drastically improved the season. I had a lot of question marks over Arteta, but so far he's managed to manage the squad. He's managed to put his imprint on the team. He's obviously got rid of the you know, dare I say, the players that weren't buying into his system and his ideologies. And he seems to be doing a good job, man. So yeah, we'll see what happens though. But football, things can change very quickly. The games are running out, but there's still more than enough time for it to change. So I just got to leave it there, man.
All right, you guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. And I think the Thiago Granit Xhaka thing and Xabi Alonso thing is going to go on for a couple of days. But I'm going to tweet that out to see what people think. But yeah, you guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'm out of here. Big up Patrick, like always. Smash the like button. And his link to his channel is literally in the title of the video. So don't forget to click on that right there. Peace out, guys.